It was a great pod.
did.
It's a great pod.
It was an amazing pod.
Great anniversary.
Word.
I love you guys.
Great anniversary pod. Again, shout out to all the people that have contributed throughout these 10 years. Shout out to the people that are still in the room. I'm not trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be funny.
There you go.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
Shout out to
we
them.
got Papa.
I should have played Rory's song as a sleeper, as a nod to him. That would have been fire, right?
We got to do a
Leon
toast for the
Thomas
10 years
joint.
before we get out of here.
Rory gonna take off when he. Oh, all right. Give him free advice. Next week, Rory, I got you. I'll play the sleeper, man.
What's good, people? It's your boy The Kitchen. Now, it looks like Joe Budden has once again taken shots at his ex-co-hosts Rory and Maud. But this situation is actually very different because while bringing down Maud, he seems to big up Rory. And this was all during the 800th episode of the JBP. So he did actually thank everybody that was a part of the journey. But he thanked everybody except for Maud. So it does seem like Joe has the biggest problem with Maud. And that he doesn't really have a problem with Rory. Which is kind of crazy because when the breakup happened, it was quite the opposite. Even during the breakup, Joe would tell you himself. He tried to reach out to Maud. He tries to call him. He tries to text him, but he just doesn't answer his phone. So ever since then, Joe just said, you know what? It is what it is. If you're not trying to be with me, you are against me, and now I'm going to throw shots at you every chance I get. And he's done this countless of times. And Rory and Maud just haven't responded because they know Joe. Joe calls out their name whenever his pod is in a dry spot because he just loves mess and he loves a back and forth. But even though Joe loves a back and forth, a lot of people would say there is truth to what Joe is saying about Maud. And that Maud is very much the weakest link out of the two. Even some of the fans will let Joe know on Twitter.
Maul's work ethic is just, I don't know. To me, it just seems odd. I think it came across when they were asking about who to bring up on the pod and would you go on Drink Champs or $1 Million Worth of Game. And he was like, I wouldn't reach out for an interview. I was like, damn.
Yo, can we wake it up over here? Like,
Go ahead.
I
Go
know
ahead.
y'all be doing the science, but some science y'all leave alone.
What
Did,
science?
did y'all
Like,
watch the last
can
episode?
we wake it up? Like, I didn't hear enough of y'all after this Julian shit say, you know what, man? In hindsight,
Uh,
You was wrong.
you
never
was
mind.
wrong.
Never mind.
Let me get my laptop.
Wait,
No, no.
If two people say the
Whoa,
same
whoa, whoa,
thing,
whoa, whoa. I actually said I don't know if I want to say it here, but fuck
Say
it.
it, nigga.
I actually said at some point Rory and Maul knew that Joe was right.
no.
I
all right
I
about
did say
what?
that.
Wake it
When
up.
it comes
Don't
How
down
about
stop doing the science. Hold
you
up,
talking about
man.
how much it cost the pod, right? Like how much it cost the pod, like the
No,
investment.
I'm telling nigga to don't stop.
it's about what Maul's work ethic was and what he brought to the table every day.
I don't know. As someone who makes content now, I couldn't imagine at the time, like, seeing it with the lens of a fan versus the lens of someone who has a channel. Maul would piss me the fuck off. I'm not
I,
gonna lie.
truly, that's the only thing I empathize with Joe with, because I worked with someone who was like Maul, who brought nothing, who cut everything down, and could never grow anything.
And not only does Joe and the fans think this, his ex-co-worker Julian thinks this. And due to being fired, he did in fact open up a little bit about the work environment at the new Rory and Maul podcast.
Here's my letter to you. This is a letter to anyone out there that is doing their best to communicate, but your message falls on deaf ears. This is a letter to anyone not being seen. Let me speak directly to all of you. Your career, your goals, your dreams shouldn't tick away like a QB taking a knee to run out the clock. I've lived it. You've lived it. Year after year, pushing back the version of yourself you envisioned as those around you reach higher heights. You've done things that have put money in the pockets of others, hoping that one day that beautiful karma would find its way back to your very own. You've orchestrated in the shadows, making sure the facade doesn't seep through to the public. You work twice as hard to make up for others' lack of work ethic. You placate the middleman for those too divided to speak to each other. You go to work, smile, continue to make up for everyone's shortcomings, abandoning your own along the way.
Now, this poem did actually give a lot of insight as to what goes on behind the scenes and how Rory and Maul in fact do act and how they treat their business. And while they have been around for damn near 5 years independently, there are still a number of people that feel like they don't take their business as serious as they should. And to be honest, I feel that way about Maul. Because, at least from the outside looking in, it just feels like he's being forced to pod. It doesn't seem like he enjoys it. Plus, Julian did give us insight as to what goes on behind the scenes, and it seems like he doesn't really contribute as much as he should, and he just doesn't seem passionate about podcasting. Well, to be honest, it doesn't really seem like he's passionate about anything. I mean, even when Joe Budden started his network, he actually pitched ideas to Maul, like a sneaker show, a show revolving around weed, just anything that he is interested in. He can turn into a show and then it won't feel like a job. It'll just feel like you're kicking it with your niggas. But he didn't want to do it. Now with Rory, it seems like he's very passionate about other things outside of podcasting. I mean, outside of the podcast, he manages a group called Emotional Oranges that have pretty good music. Not only that, he releases music himself as an artist. And he actually has a song with Leon Thomas out right now, which is actually pretty good and that I like. He's also preparing for his second album. It just feels like he has stuff going on and that he loves what he does. But unfortunately, I can't say the same for Maul. But what do you guys think? Do you feel like Joe is right? Because I kind of feel like he has a point here. If he lets go of Maul, I feel like he'll have a lot more time on his hands and he can achieve a lot more things. But obviously Rory won't say that because they're close. Maul is his guy and he'll never say no disparaging things about him. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Till next time, it's your boy The Kitchen. Deuces.